Thank you very much. Hi, everyone. So, quick round of hands. Who of you is the CEO of a company? Keep the hand up. Keep the hand up. How many of you are investors? Keep the hand up, all of you. Okay, you all came here to do business or find companies to invest in. How many of you actually find something in the last couple of days? I see no hands anymore. Okay, one hand. So we had a lot of people looking for a lot of things, and just one person found. By the way, congratulations. I'll come to you later and say well done in person. What Opportunity Network is born for is to solve that problem for you. Either you're looking for business opportunities, commercial opportunity, or finding clients, finding investors, finding companies to invest in. We are a business-to-business platform that enables you to do exactly that. And the way we do it is by providing you both scale and quality. The scale we get through our partners, which are usually banks, financial institutions. So banks are distributing our access to their own customers. So you get into our platform and you're speaking with the best clients of any one of the banks we work with on a global basis. So you know these guys are real decision maker, will respond within 24 hours, and are really interested in the business opportunity that you want to accomplish on the day. On the other side, we ensure the quality, and so far, out of the 40,000 people we introduced to one another, not a single one had a complaint or had a bad experience. So we started with 800 members in 2014. We now represent a community of CEOs and investors of almost 15,000 members in 113 countries. The company is 100 people now. We manage individually each one of these CEOs, and we are working in 5 continents with many financial institutions. We have enabled roughly $87 billion in deal flow to happen, each one a single diverse business opportunity. And we have a host and array of partners that we are working with. Not only what we're doing is good for the companies, it's also good for the economy. And that's the main reason why we do it. We are a for-profit company, but we really care about making a difference. So on one side, we're helping the companies to find each other and grow. On the other side, this impacts the economy by creating new jobs. And of course, it's nice to dream, to bring an impact. In our case, we had the 3 governments already dreaming with us and publicly endorsing for what we're doing to create growth and occupation on a global basis. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Brian. So next we have Tomasz Karwatka from Divante on stage to tell us a bit about his company. Welcome, Tomasz.
So we started Divante as an e-commerce software house 9 years ago, and since then we've achieved double-digit growth every year. While working on e-commerce, we saw that retailers are struggling with omnichannel. They pay high rents to attract many clients every week. Then they pay again to attract these same clients online. This is just insane. Selling to an existing client is several times cheaper than winning a new one. So retailers should attract clients offline, but then move them online. So basically, they should build loyalty programs. Why don't they do this? They tried loyalty programs in the past. It did turn out that implementation is expensive and ROI is hard to estimate, and integrations with outdated systems are a pain in the ass. How to fix that? We built Open Loyalty. Open Loyalty is a product that can be used out of the box, just like a SaaS solution, but the code is open and you own your data. So we publish Open Loyalty on GitHub. Developers download it, play with it, they like it, and then they sell it internally to the business people. And this is how we hack the enterprise sales process. So the developers are our sales managers. And if you think that loyalty programs are all about discounts, just think again, because it occurs that time is the ultimate benefit for many clients. So our clients offer rather time-saving benefits like online delivery, private shopping, pre-sales. And this helps them move clients from offline to online without paying twice for the same client. So our idea for Grow is to connect open code and enterprise license. And developers are downloading code from the GitHub, then sell it internally to the business people, and as a result, every day we get 2 qualified leads asking us about the enterprise license cost. Thanks.
Thank you, Tomasz. Next on stage we have Sergio Radovcic from STYR Labs. Welcome on stage, and looking forward to your presentation.
All right, so let's get the myth solved. It's STYR Labs because you mix it, as in stir it. So what I have to show you here is something that's pretty heretic. Most people like to burn me at the stakes. It's free hardware and then supplements made using hardware. Sounds very strange, but 71% of adults around the world use some form of supplement, a vitamin, protein, functional food, things that you typically don't consider to be a supplement, yet 95% of them don't know if it works. They're just saying, well, I'll take it because it's supposed to make me feel better, right? So we try to solve that problem by making customized supplements using your own body as the tool. So to do that, we have to collect a lot of data, right? So on the left side, we give away the devices, smart scales, smart bottles, wireless trackers, in a centralized platform, which monetizes that. And of course, on the right side, we try to sell you what we call fuel, right? Things that you will actually use to feel better. Our whole objective is to make you feel better. That's why you're buying it, right? Not because it's sexy, right? So what we try to do is really look for partnerships around the world where we can grow this much faster than by ourselves. So we use an example in UK. We licensed this to Healthspan. It's the UK's largest provider of vitamin dietary supplements. The product is selling roughly 10,000 units a day. So it gives you an idea how much demand there is for digital nutrition, something that actually works for you, right? Built for you, by you. It's currently available in roughly 110 countries, so we have a few more to go. And of course, we are expanding it to corporate wellness. Corporate wellness is a big subject in a modernized world. Employers have a vested interest in their workforce being healthy. We're on track to hit 1 million active lives on a platform. So what does it mean? People are actually using it every day to improve health outcomes. So that's the company in short. Thank you.
Thanks, Sergio. And last but not least, we have on stage Ivan Borovikov from Mindbox.
Hi, my name is Ivan Borovikov. I am founder of Mindbox, Russia's leading marketing automation platform. And you know, there's nothing new with the idea. For almost 30 years, retailers dreamed to build a truly seamless and personalized customer journey in omnichannel environment, especially at scale. But it's extremely hard to build. Sorry. It's just working slowly. It doesn't work. Okay. Anyway, but it's extremely hard to build because of integrations, you know. And things are going even worse now with new channels and tools emerging every day. And we pulled it off with our integrated marketing cloud, combining 4 key features in the single real-time platform. I'm talking about customer data management. Animations doesn't work, sorry. Customer data management and single integration point. Multi-channel campaigns management with built-in messaging gateways. Loyalty and promotion rule engine, and set of data-based personalization tools, including media optimization. It took us, sorry. It took us 8 years to develop our product while working with huge international companies. In 2013, we pivoted to e-commerce and retail sector, becoming a market leader in Russia in just a few years. Still being profitable, efficient company with zero investments raised. And there is no catch. Despite of anything you might heard about Russia. We built our company based on few principles learned from best Western books. I'm talking about teal culture and self-management, transparency, and decency. It just doesn't work, sorry. Okay, anyway, and now we're here, open to the world, innovative Russian company, looking for our first customers in European Union and for our first investor to speed up product development and expansion. Sorry for bugs, thank you.
Thank you. And sorry about the presentation, but I think everybody was able to kind of understand what you're doing. And I think we don't have an awful lot of time, but I wanted to ask actually one question for the round, because you're obviously all doing very different businesses, very different backgrounds. You guys have bootstrapped for a long period of time. You already raised a bunch of money pretty fast. But I think what unites you is obviously you're always thinking about growth. Yeah, you're thinking about how to acquire customers and how to grow your business. So if there was the one advice you would give to a founder working in the enterprise software space in terms of scaling the business and really hacking growth, what would it be? So maybe each one of you can give his perspective.
Well, from my point of view, is most important is to stay focused. It's B2B and slowly B2B market with enterprise software. And you have to just keep your course for 5 years, for 7 years. And if you believe in your product, you will launch your rocket. And that's it. This is our secret.
Okay.
Well, I think I'll have a two-part answer. The first one is, for us, was to look for the biggest guy and punch him in the face. Meaning go for the biggest partner you can possibly get, because people are afraid to go after the biggest deal because you think you're not good enough, but you have an equal chance to win it or to lose it, right? And I think the other piece of advice is explain to your daughter why daddy lives in an airplane, right? Do it early because it gets harder, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I will add to this to think about distribution channels and test as many distribution channels as you can and try to reimagine this and try to not throw too much work for one channel. And the most important part is sometimes you work really hard in B2B and you can close deals and you can feel quite good about it, but there are better ways of doing so. So for us, the changing, from expanding on, because originally we just add sales managers. And then we change our approach. We publish code as an open source, and now we don't need any additional sales managers. So, testing channels, it's extremely important because you can find just something much, much better, much more scalable.
Advice from me would be always try not to reinvent the wheel. There are many, many things that have already been figured out. Partner more than you build.
Cool. Great, guys. We have a little bit of time left before the next panel starts. So I want to do one round and ask each of you, because there's a couple of hundred people here in the audience, and you're all here for a reason. So what is it that you're looking for here at Web Summit? Is it fundraising? Is it making connection? Is it sales? So maybe just a 20-second answer from each of you.
Well, as I said before, we are just making our first steps to European market. And my goal, my goal, is to find some networking, to find some early European customers for Mindbox here.
Okay, so all the investors talk to this guy, yeah?
For us, it's seeing who's breathing down our neck, because we're fast, but there's someone else who's faster, so.
Are you worried about competition in your space? Or?
I don't sleep.
Okay. All right.
And for us, is to find new partners to figure out new channels of distribution of our software.
Good.
And in our case, we're the only one doing what we're doing, and it's growing very fast. So what we really care about is to find people that can help us in our journey, mostly through partnership or investment or anything else. But really, there is no knowledge about what we're doing, and we're the first ones.
Cool. Excellent. Thanks a lot, guys. It was fun to have you. Enjoy the rest of the conference, and then we'll move on to the next panel in a couple of minutes.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Filip.